we've all been on a vacation when something just isn't quite right. Maybe you asked for prime rib medium rare and they brought it to you medium well. Or maybe it took 45 minutes to get a drink at the bar. You know, these are all annoyances, and I'm sure we've all experienced some of them. But today, we are going to talk about the most outrageous complaints cruisers have made. And because I feel like I'm going to be judging these people, I think I need wine. And I'm definitely not going to drink alone. So I'm going to invite my cruise buddy Terri along with me. If that sounds interesting to you, please keep watching. So this is my friend Terri. We have been friends for, I don't know, how many years would you say?
20?
20 years, I would say. And we have been on a few cruises together, 2 or 3. I know at least
Enough to make it memorable.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
What we like to do is we like to take our children on spring break cruises and leave our husbands at home because we prefer our children over to our husbands. But we have taken a couple cruises where it's been a bunch of moms and a bunch of kids, and we've always had a really, really good time. And I love hanging out with Terri, so I'm so excited she can be on my channel.
And she invited me for a glass of wine, so we're here to have some fun. Cheers to us and cruising.
I think for the most part we've had pretty good cruises. I think
we've
they were
had
great.
Fantastic cruises because we've had the UBP.
And you've had the drink package. Little hint for you girls. If you do have the drink package and you're intending to take great use of it, espresso martinis.
Espresso martinis, and they'll pour them in a cup so you can take them by the pool. Cheers to that, Kim.
Cheers, girl.
Cheers to the espresso martinis.
I was asking Terri if she maybe had any complaints on the past few cruises that we've been on, and she reminded me of one very weird, interesting experience on the Allure.
Well, let me preface this with Kim saying, girls, we have to get a spa package. You know, the kids will go do their kid thing. We have to have our mom time while we're on this cruise.
Absolutely. Mom time is important.
So let's go. Let's go. Drink.
Oh.
So Kim says, let's go and buy a package that we can all use, and we'll actually get a time booked so we know we're committed to doing whatever the package is.
It's where you go to the room and they have all the different types of showers. They have sauna, they have steam room, and they have the like stone beds.
Exfoliation.
Well, that was, I think, part of our add-on.
And I think it was meant to be for couples.
Our spa attendant, she talked us into an upgrade. I guess they were running something for couples, as Terri was saying, where you could have use of the spa room, the relaxation room, but you could also get a treatment. But she said, it's just for couples. So.
And there were 3 of us.
I'll just put you 3 down as one couple. I don't know how this happened. So we did it. We used the spa relaxation room. We took the showers, did the steam room.
And then we go in for our treatment.
And then we got for our bonus treatment. So she brings these 3 middle-aged women into this couples room where we are supposed to have a romantic bath.
No. It was exfoliation first, then crazy jet spray shower in a shower meant for 2 people.
Yes.
Then you were supposed to go into the jacuzzi for 2 people, and there were 3 of us.
Yes. And we're all like helping each other exfoliate and everything, and then we're turning on the water, and eventually I remember we're kind of like, I think this is for 2 people, so why don't one person hop out? And I believe the jacuzzi had like bubbles and rose petals
and
or something.
And it was supposed to be for 2 people when the 3rd person got in the water.
So the 3 of us crammed into this romantic bath for 2. We did have champagne.
Actually, though, I was thinking about it, Kim, and the best part of that wasn't the spa experience. It was the laughter that we had. We never laughed so hard in our lives. It was worth the money.
All right, so I compiled these. These are the most outrageous complaints from cruisers as compiled from a couple different websites, and I will link both of them in the description below. These are both very reputable sites. One is bonvoyage.co.uk, and the other is Cruise Compare. So this one's good. A man who traveled on an Alaskan cruise complained that the weather was much colder than he expected. He wanted to use the pool every day and work on his tan.
Okay.
He stated that, quote unquote, all cruises are meant to be hot, and he had only packed minimal clothing for the expected hot weather. But don't you, I don't know, would the Alaska, would that not tip you off?
Alaska, icebergs, get a pina colada.
I've been on an Alaskan cruise, and like one of the things that's on most itineraries is visit the glacier. I don't know. I don't feel for him.
I'm just wondering, did he think he was going to swim with the dolphins? Where's the dolphins in my tank top and G-string?
Really?
His tank top, G-string, and leg warmers.
I just
we
feel
could have
like
fixed this for him.
I just feel like your packing problem isn't the cruise ship's fault. Oh, I love this one.
Okay.
A woman on a celebrity cruise ship asked bonvoyage.co.uk for a full refund in June last year simply because she didn't see any celebrities on the ship.
If she went on $1 million cruise ship and didn't get $1 million, would she be disappointed?
Did she expect to see princesses on Princess Cruises?
Ariel? Did she expect to see Ariel?
That's Disney.
Oh man, people are special. Cheers to Kim. Cheers
Cheers
to
to
her.
special people.
Cheers to celebrities on celebrity cruise
And
ships.
princesses on
And
princess cruises. And royals on royal cruises.
And Norwegians on Norwegian. Arr. I don't know. Do they go? No, they don't go. That's like
That's
a pirate thing.
Yeah.
And carnivals on the
Carnival.
For marketing purposes, you need to stay true to your name.
I think
Actually, the more I think about it, she's got a point. She's got a point. Cheers to the UK. They know what they're talking about.
To finish up, she says, according to her comments, the company was guilty of false advertising
100%.
due to the lack of actual celebrities on the ship.
100%. I want to see Billy Joel when I go on the celebrity cruise ship. I want to see a Brazilian carnival.
Okay.
When I go on the carnival. I want to see a really sexy Norwegian.
Do you want to see Walt Disney on the Disney? Because I don't think it's going to happen. So I think this is going to be good. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to ask you whether their complaint was valid.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was good. Okay, so for the rest of them, we're not going to redo the ones we did, but for the next, I'm going to have Terry judge if the complaints are valid.
Okay.
One couple from Yorkshire complained about the kindness of the staff on board their cruise ship.
Okay, that's awful.
They said they had to spend a lot more money on tips than they had planned because of how excellent the service was.
Hate it.
They then sought out compensation for the tips.
I'm going to say that's not true. You always hear when there's negative things. You don't always hear when there's positive things.
Always, yes.
So
Nobody's ever
review.
going to really complain about how excellent the service is. I mean, that's just kind of
I would say
counterintuitive.
I wouldn't address. I would say.
But you don't think that's a valid complaint. So if somebody receives too good of service, that's not valid?
I think I would copy and paste that complaint and post it on
Greatservice.com.
Greatservice.com.
That's because that's how awesome you are. See, you want to make sure you share the accolades. I hope this one is false, but I have a feeling it's not because, there's some out there.
Okay.
Okay. A woman said she was disappointed with her inside cabin not having a window. Furthermore, she expressed her frustration as she claimed, quote unquote, nobody on board was able to install a window.
What cruise line was this? And make sure I never cruise it.
Much better service next time.
I'm never cruising that cruise ship. Whatever that cruise line is, don't invite me on it. Because if you can't put a window in my interior cabin for free, I'm just not interested. Valid.
Yeah, okay.
It's valid.
Okay, she said
that is valid.
I...
You better be willing to put a window in my interior cabin for free. Don't upgrade me, because I would have had to pay for that window to start out with. Yeah, I'm disappointed in that cruise line.
You've never stayed in an inside cabin, have you?
I would have a problem with that just from a claustrophobia standpoint.
I did once on a really old Royal Caribbean ship. I think it was Empress of the Seas. It was for my friend Ashley's birthday. And back in the day, the vast majority of the cabins were interior. Okay. And it was 3 nights to the Bahamas. And honestly, by the time I got back to the room, I wouldn't have known if there was a window or not. I wouldn't have known if it was my room or not.
I guess if you're less than 30 years old and you're looking for super affordable rooms and you want to go to a cruise ship, get the interior.
The lack of natural light, though, you don't understand how late you can sleep.
Yes.
When it is pitch black and your body has no signal to wake up.
Yes.
It was one day, and Ashley came in. She had a full day of activities, and she came in, and she was like, you cannot still be sleeping. It's 4 p.m. Bimini's back with us. I know you guys missed her. In case you guys hear any tapping or anything, she'll probably be hanging out behind us. So this one is from Cruise Compare, and it says, one fashion-conscious cruiser complained to staff during a safety drill that she didn't bring any shoes to match the orange life jacket. But I don't feel like that's the ship's fault. I feel like that was her fault. I mean, she should have known what color life jacket is,
Kim,
typically.
I'm going to go ahead and politely disagree because I feel like if you're on vacation, it's the cruise ship's responsibility to make sure that you're aware of what type of accessories you might need. Be prepared to wear an orange life vest.
Okay.
So if you want to match with that, be prepared to maybe have a fancy night at dinner.
So that should have been part of the, the communications beforehand. Okay.
Maybe be prepared to bring a bathing suit if you want to swim.
If the ship is on fire, are you going to go back to the cabin to change your shoes?
Well, it depends where the fire is.
Okay. All right.
One of the things that I think cruise ships should get better on is just letting people know kind of a high level itinerary before you get on the ship. Because I knew there was a white night on one of the cruises because I knew it from word of mouth.
Yes.
So I said to the kids, let's pack a white outfit. And I knew there was an 80s night just because word of mouth. But I think if they kind of posted...
I actually completely agree with that. I've actually never thought of it, but I cruise a lot. I've been on over 30 cruises, and I can tell you I've been on cruises, and I haven't heard that there's a white party or that there's a glow party or that there's a 70s party. As someone who loves costumes and loves dressing up, I would love to know that. I've been surprised many times. I've had no communication.
Or a muster check, like where you're going to be expected to don an orange vest.
Right.
And you might want like your orange flip-flops.
All right, so here we go.
That clearly wasn't a .uk comment.
No, that was not. Okay, so one disgruntled guest put in a written complaint that the ship's photographer deliberately made her look ugly in all the photos he took of her.
Okay.
Is that valid?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say that's totally valid.
Oh, okay. But maybe she was ugly.
No one's ugly these days, right?
One of my favorite stories, I have a daughter, and she was very little. And she goes, Mommy! And I said, what? She goes, I just realized why they blur the faces out of some of the people. And I said, why? And she goes, they're too ugly for TV.
Too ugly for TV. I'm telling you right now, though, just because I'm a business major, like 100 years ago, I was like graduated. But if you're a photographer and you want to make money on a cruise ship, I highly suggest to you, from my photography PhD that I don't have,
She doesn't have
that you Photoshop your contestants in the picture. Are they contestants?
They're customers or
your
cruisers?
customers or your clients?
So just Photoshop them.
I would say make them look really pretty because who's ever going to complain?
No. Okay, so I'm thinking they don't really have time to go back on all those photos, but I'm saying you've got to have a good filter.
I'll buy every one of your pictures if I look 20 pounds lighter and 10 pounds younger.
It's so funny.
Valid.
It's so funny.
Valid.
So many of these I didn't think would be valid, and
They're
yet
so
they
valid.
are.
Kim, they're so valid.
One man said he was unhappy that his bed was, quote unquote, too comfy, meaning that he overslept on more than one occasion, and he was upset because he wanted to be up early and make the most of his cruise.
Okay. I want to go so many places with this, but I'm concerned right now just from his health standpoint. I think he might have sleep apnea. Maybe he wakes up too much and that he sleeps in late to try to recover from a bad night's sleep.
Maybe he drank too much.
Who does that?
I don't know. I've heard it happens. Cheers!
I don't think anyone...
I've heard a few people might on a cruise. I don't know.
I feel like if you're an early riser and you're someone who's used to waking up and, maybe walking the loop on the cruise ship or doing the treadmill, like, weird things that you would do on a cruise.
I run if there's a cocktail in front of me or a serial killer behind me.
I just think, though, that this person probably is just thankful to be on vacation and got through the vacation and thought to himself, like, I missed out on so much. Gosh darn it, it's because of the bed.
That comfy bed really got me.
God, I want my money back. I want my money. That diamond's too big. That pour was too much.
Yeah. I always am weirded out when people say, it's a little too strong. I'm always like, honey, you drink a huge gulp and then get more mixer. Where did you go to school? Obviously not in the SEC.
Not in the SEC.
Ma'am. You would never say that.
Oh my God, we do it straight. We don't even put mixers in our drinks. We put ice cubes.
Wait.
I'm going to say this person felt guilty after a long vacation of having too much fun and wanted to blame it on the cruise ship. So his is not valid. That's my not valid.
We have a not valid.
That's a valid not valid.
Okay.
All right. So he needs to go get a little more motivation in his life.
Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining to you. If you have a valid or maybe a not valid complaint, please leave it in the comment section. Oh, and Terri is also a beginning YouTuber just like me, and she has a fabulous channel all about lifestyle, home decor, fashion, makeup, all kinds of cool stuff, and her information will be down below, so subscribe to her as well. Please like this video if you like me, or if you like Terri, or if you like Bimini. And until my next video, I hope you have happy and safe travels.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to us.
An older couple on a European cruise complained that the cruise line did not provide them with a packed lunch every day that they were docked in port. The cruise line never mentioned this option being provided, but apparently the couple thought it would be standard to have a lunch provided to them every day.
There's no older couple in America on a cruise ship or in the world that's excited about a box lunch. You live for the buffet. I don't care how old you are, you live for the buffet. Cheers to the buffet.